Hello, welcome to the Meejah channel. I'm your host, William Huw. First, a short video. So that was it. Admittedly, not much of a story. But then again, it wasn't about the story, it was about the location and how to make something you haven't got out of something you have got. Let me explain. Now ideally, to make a video like that, you would need as a location a remote lake with a cabin on the shore. Bit difficult to find. And then you would need to negotiate with the cabin's owner so that you could shoot there, which would involve a location fee. So difficult and expensive. Or you could find a remote lake and then negotiate with the landowner to bring your own cabin there, which is also difficult and expensive. Or you could find a remote lake and get your team up there to build a mock-up cabin for the shoot, also difficult and expensive. Or you could just do what I did and cheat. This is how I did it. I had a suitable lake a couple of miles away. And I had a suitable cabin, well, a shed actually, in my garden. The trick was to make the shed look like it was at the lake. And here's how I did it. First, I took a picture of my shed. Then I opened it in a graphics editor. I used paint.net because it's free. Then using the eraser tool, I completely removed the background. And then save the image as a PNG file, which retains the transparent background that I just created. Now this allows me to place that image above the footage in my editor and overlay it onto the clip. And then by using the Event Pan Crop tool, I can resize it and place it anywhere in the picture. In order to give the impression that the lakeside grasses were growing in front of the cabin, I masked the bottom edge with a jagged, uneven edge. And added a bit of feathering to soften it. Next, I added the colour corrector and adjusted its saturation and gamma levels to match the rest of the scene. And finally, I just added the teensiest amount of Gaussian blur to match the focus at the position I was going to be placing it. Oh, and another little tip, make sure you position it outside of the actor's range of movements. You don't want this happening. A final trick to help sell the illusion is to pre-render the clip. You can either render it normally and drag it in, or render it directly to the timeline here. And once the clip is rendered, you can use the Event Pan Crop tool on it to add fake camera movements to the finished effect, which really makes the overlay look like part of the background. The close-up cabin shots were of course filmed in my back garden. The camera angles I could use were limited, as I had to make sure that the telltale window reflections of the neighbouring houses didn't give the game away. What would give the game away, however, is the background. So I used the masking tool to mask off everything but the cabin. Then, by placing a suitable clip below it, I could give the impression that it was at the lakeside and not in my garden. So there they are, all the elements I used to cheat this location. stitch them together, render to video, and this is what you get. So there you go, that's how you cheat a location. Hope it was useful to you. Well, that's all from me for this time, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and share, and I'll see you here next time on the Meejah channel.